It's been 1 week since a deadly earthquake rocked Haiti. More than 2,100 people were killed and thousands more were injured. Help has been trickling in, but getting aid to those in need remains a struggle. Yesterday, food and water was handed out to crowds in the city of Lana. The area was one of those hardest hit by the 7.2 quake. Other humanitarian aid has been coming into the island nation, but some residents say that it is not happening quickly enough. Roads have been left damaged and impassable as a result of last week's earthquake. That's complicated efforts to deliver aid to some more vulnerable areas. Christy Delafield is the Managing Director of Communications for the humanitarian aid organization Mercy Corps. She joins me now from Haiti. Christy, I want to first ask you about the specific assistance that your organization has been providing to Haitians in need. Tell us more about the situation there.
Thank you. Mercy Corps is focused on the area of l'Asile. We already had a team of 19 in this particular area and about 70 people across the country. L'Asile is very rural. It's incredibly hard hit. 90% of homes were affected in some way. And because we already knew the community well and had a presence there, that's where we opted to focus our assistance. We've got 3,000 kits with essential supplies, tarps, mosquito netting, blankets, soap, all of these kind of second wave basics, the search and rescue being the first crucial wave of emergency relief. And we are working as quickly as we can, but as you said, the roads have been heavily damaged by the storm and the earthquake, and it is not easy.
Well, given what you're describing, where you are right now and what you've been seeing on the ground, have you been able to get that aid to the people who need it?
In the past days, we've been able to get fresh water to people. In some cases, the kids themselves are also needing to travel from Port-au-Prince. We do our best to purchase locally, and they were to arrive yesterday, and we are just as impatient as every one of your viewers as we work as fast as we can and under very difficult conditions to get assistance to people in l'Asile.
So tell us, what are some of the most crucial needs for Haitians in these harder hit areas?
Right now, we are super focused on shelter. 50% of homes in l'Asile were completely destroyed, and there's been quite a bit of rain. We're hearing from some people that they are sheltering in schools, for example, about 200 people sleeping overnight in one school that I visited, and more coming all the time seeking just a roof over their heads. Some people are telling us that they are using bed sheets as cover to shelter themselves for the rain. There are not large camps set up at this time. And the reason for that is that COVID is still spreading rapidly in the country. The Delta variant has been here for more than a month. And so we're very concerned about the potential of gathering people together and what that could be doing for long-term health in the country.
Well, I mean, given the magnitude of these short-term considerations, the things that you need to be doing right now, do you have time to be thinking about some of these longer-term challenges that Haitians face in the coming months ahead, as well as recovery and rebuilding efforts?
I think it's really essential that we think about the long term now. I mean, I think that there are systems and processes that we have in place that are working. They're moving as fast as we can get them to move. Certainly, it is never going to be as fast as you want it to. But the fact that we are working directly with the local community, we're coordinating on a community by community basis to understand exactly what the needs are. It is important that we bring people the help that they want, what they actually need, and not just what's available. We find that it is a critical moment in these first weeks after an emergency to set up a long-term response. And frankly, that's what the communities deserve. That's what they are looking for and asking for from us, is to listen to them, to put them in the driver's seat, and to really understand what is most important for that long-term recovery. So that's things like buying locally rather than shipping supplies in, because that is better for the local economy. So in addition to shelter kits that we are delivering, we are also doing cash assistance so that people can purchase what they need most urgently, which often varies from person to person. Someone may need to replace a wheelchair, someone else may have lost livestock. And it's really important that people be able to purchase what they need. If you don't have a baby, you don't need diapers. And we really believe in the importance of that human dignity and respecting that and giving people the dignity of choice.
Christy, it's so good to hear you talking about some of those challenges and the importance of buying locally and supporting the infrastructure there. As you know, we've been discussing the skepticism that has pervaded Haitians, particularly following the last earthquake, and some skepticism about international aid agencies. It's been reported that much of the funds that were raised for Haiti after the devastating 2010 earthquake didn't make it to those in need. So for people at home who are wondering what is the best way that they can help Haitians right now?
I fully understand the frustration, and I think many in the aid community share it. A lot has changed since 2010. Just one example, the coordination meetings that were held. And coordination is a first step in any emergency response to ensure that there's not overlap, that no one is getting missed, that we're dividing up areas and reaching people who are hardest hit. Those coordination meetings in 2010 were held in English. Of course, that does not make it easy for Haitians to participate in the process and guide the process. That would never happen today. All of our meetings are taking place in French. They're open to Haitian organizations. All I can say as Mercy Corps is that we are doing our best to make promises and keep them, to not overpromise, to focus on communities where we have built relationships, to listen to those communities, to take their lead. I am a rare international staff person for Mercy Corps. All 19 of our team members here are Haitian. They have been here, they will be here. And that's our commitment and our goal, to stay focused. I would just add, when you talk about what aid is most effective, that at this point, shipping goods is not as effective as sending cash. The airports are very crowded. Airports are not normally where an island nation gets large influx of commodities. So your best bet is to find an organization that you can trust and to donate cash. And that is what is going to get to the people the quickest.
Christy Delafield, thank you so much for the work that you do and for joining us.
Thank you.